So Charles, I'm going to start with you. That clip we saw of Dr. King speaking there demonstrates the pivot
Absolutely.
he made late in his life, really, away from, well, maybe not away from, but sort of adding this idea of an anti-poverty campaign, the Poor People's Campaign, to the sort of tremendous message that he was trying to get across. That footage, I think not enough people have seen him talk like that about that subject.
That's correct. In fact, typically the narrative in the United States is to freeze King in 1963, I Have a Dream.
Yes.
King started in his, this particular movement in '55 with the Montgomery boycott, and he lives to 68, so that's 39 years, but actually 13 years in the movement. King radically shifted as he moved toward his position foreign policy against the Vietnam War, and taking up the needs of the poor and the oppressed with the Poor People's Campaign. A number of people identify those as two factors that led to his federal government's decision to assassinate King. If I could, there's a book by Vincent Harding called The Inconvenient Hero. And it's eye-opening in the sense that it shifts understanding of King's thinking. For example, King said, we've moved from an era of civil rights to an era of human rights, that we had been in the reform movement, but after Selma and the voting rights bill, we moved to an era which must be an era of revolution. We think that we have a great distinction between reform and the movement, the revolutionary movement. What you heard on the tape is that King talked about that we must recognize that we can't solve our problems until there's a radical redistribution of economic and political power.